Hey nerds and nerdettes, it's Rick here. This is probably about my fourth attempt at trying to do this because I'm a little rusty. It's been a while since I've posted anything. So anyways, here I am. It's action figure musings time. That's right. I said that I didn't want to really post any videos until I had anything to really talk about, and you know, with it being post San Diego Comic-Con, in between New York Comic-Con, there's not a lot of things to talk about, unfortunately. And I didn't really have a lot to talk about. You know, either all the news we've pretty much seen already, or we're getting ready to see. So we're in that weird transitionary period, just like Toy Fair, between Toy Fair and San Diego Comic-Con. Now we're between San Diego Comic-Con and New York Comic-Con, and then there's going to be a lull where it's between New York Comic-Con and New York Toy Fair, and it's just whatever. But anyways, just wanted to get on here, and I've been slowly accumulating information since San Diego Comic-Con and a little bit before, things that haven't been reported. And I figured I would just do an action figure musings. Probably going to tick off quite a few people, but I don't care because it's good to see you all, or I guess I should say it's good to be seen by you all. But I got my handy-dandy list here. Let's talk about a few things, okay? So let's just dive right into it. What do you say? Or actually, first of all, let's just talk about San Diego Comic-Con. What did you guys think? There was a lot of cool stuff that was shown at Comic-Con. I am very excited about a lot of things that we saw. Namely, Storm Collectibles really has caught my eye lately. I love everything that they've been doing with the Mortal Kombat line, the Street Fighter line. I've got Ryu and Bison upstairs in the toy room right now. That's dog hair. Don't know where that came from. I got Ken and Hot Ryu, the shirtless, scarred-up version of Ryu. I've got those in my pile of loot at Big Bad Toy Store. I've got Sub-Zero and Scorpion in the Mortal Kombat line. Got Noob Saibot coming. I'm loving that they showed Cyrax or Sector, whichever one you prefer. They're probably going to do both. Definitely all on board on Baraka. That was my go-to guy on Mortal Kombat 2 when I played it on Sega Genesis way back in the day. So Baraka, Katana Molina, I'm sure, off that one buck body. They're doing a lot of the bodies that they can reuse for the different characters, the different sprites that used to be in the old Mortal Kombat game. Liu Kang, the Liu Kang dragon, his animality, his bestiality. Not bestiality. We'll scratch that out. And also Shao Kahn is finally on the way. So that is very, very, very exciting. But there's been one absence that has been, they've showed it, was it about a year ago? And we haven't seen it since. And I know I've personally been worried about it. I know you guys have been worried about it if you collect the line. And that is the Goro action figure. So let's actually go ahead and scratch this off the list because that is one of the things that I want to talk about. I did get in contact with Storm Collectibles. I talked to a nice gentleman by the name of Andrew. He's provided me information in the past on lines. Goro. I asked what is going on with Goro. We haven't seen him since San Diego Comic-Con last year. And the information that I got is that Goro is still coming. They're just trying to work out the kinks with the articulation. They know that we want to see it. They want to put it out there. They've admitted that they don't really reveal too much until it's time to put up pre-orders. So, you know, we saw Shao Kahn way after that, after we saw Goro. And we were all concerned that we weren't going to get a Goro. But we are going to get Goro. They're just working out the kinks, trying to figure out the articulation scheme, trying to figure out a price point. I'd probably put it around the same price point as the Shao Kahn that they're going to be releasing, which is around the $94 price range. Great prices for import figures, by the way. If you are not on board with the Mortal Kombat and the Street Fighter line, and they've showed off that they're going to be doing Tekken, amazing, mind-blowing. They're just really cornering the fighter market. And I think they revealed that they're going to be doing SNK, King of Fighters and stuff. So they're really cornering that market. If you're not on board, you need to get on board because these things are getting progressively harder to find. And I feel like it's going to be like the 112 Collective line where you know, if you miss out on the initial reveals or the initial releases, you're going to be regretting it. So if you see something, get them now because I think they're really hitting their stride. They're figuring out the action figure market really well. And great prices for the figures. They're amazing figures. And they got a lot coming down the pipeline, believe me. And I personally, SNK, King of Fighters, Tekken, Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter, go crazy, man. Get Killer Instinct. Go give us some classic Killer Instinct. I really want some Darkstalkers, Capcom Darkstalkers, you know. Just throwing that out there. Storm Collectibles if you happen to see this. But anyways, yeah, Goro is coming still. Just throwing that out there. Okay. Scratched off the list. Okay, I did talk to DC Collectibles. They did... Okay. This is I'm probably going to tick some people off again. Now, they just recently did a Q&A. And some people I see on forums, particularly Fwoosh, people don't trust what they said in the Q&A, and especially in regards to the Timverse line, the animated line. I did talk to them personally, okay, as friends. The line has slowed down quite a bit, the animated line. Now, it's not just lip service when they say that what they believe happened was that they're kind of in a damned if you do, damned if you don't situation where if they release too many products, there's going to be people complaining that, you know, they're inundating the market, they're saturating the market with too much animated figures. Stores will stop ordering them because they're just going to be sitting with product. And, you know, people will be complaining that they can't catch up and just yada, yada, yada. Or they're where they're at in their current situation, which is that they don't release anything, or, you know, release it few and far between, and you get people complaining that they're not releasing it fast enough. Well, they're kind of in that boat right now. They released so much in the beginning, you know, one thing after another, that people got accustomed to that, or full series, you know, not just box sets, but like full individual figures and all that stuff. That they're just not used to this release schedule right now, but they're kind of slowing it down a little bit. They're releasing higher priced items. I don't like that there has been news that the manager on the line quit, unfortunately. But there are still figures coming. There are still individual figures coming. That's not just lip service on their part. There wasn't corporate speak. They're not lying to you. They're telling the truth, like what they said in the Q&A. There are still a lot of things coming. There's stuff that hasn't been shown. I did mention a Justice League 7-pack. As far as I am aware, that's still coming. It hasn't been shown yet, but as far as I'm aware, it's still coming. And Irene Madar, however you say her name, who has been the primary sculptor on this line, she didn't reveal it, inadvertently she revealed on her Instagram page this picture. Let's zoom in a little bit. That's a figure, folks. That is the Batman Animated Series Two-Face. Now, where he's coming in the line, I don't know, but they are very well aware at DC Collectibles what our wants are. They know we want Scarecrow. They know we want Two-Face. I think chances are pretty darn good that we'll see those guys. So don't worry about that. Okay, so that's DC Collectibles. Let's get rid of that. Bam. One thing down. Okay. So one other thing that I really, I'm on board with Mafex, man. I'm really liking everything that I see with Mafex. Especially now that in the Dark Knight trilogy line, they've revealed that they're going to be doing Bane, an updated Joker, an updated Scarecrow. Yes, they're going to, or not Scarecrow, I'm sorry, Catwoman. But they're going to be doing Two-Face, Harvey Dent, kind of interchangeable parts. They've revealed that they're going to be doing Scarecrow. They're going to be doing Demon Batman. I feel like it's going to be just a matter of time before we get Raish, Al Ghul. I think that they're going to cover everything. And then in the DCEU line, for the Justice League line, they showed Flash, they showed Cyborg, Aquaman, and an updated Wonder Woman, Superman. They're showing that they're not afraid to do multiple versions of the same character. And they're also showing that they're not afraid to go back and do characters that possibly haven't been done. So rumor has it, I don't know how true it is. Sounds like there's someone outside. I don't know how true it is. So take it with a grain of salt for right now, but I've heard that they are willing, sales provided of course, to go back into the DCEU and do possible characters that we have not gotten yet. So say, character like a General Zod. I'm just hearing that if sales are good, chances are very good that we can get previous characters. They're going to go back. So, you know, maybe a Batman v Superman version of Aquaman, or, like I said, maybe Zod, Feora, Doomsday. Who knows? I haven't seen them do a deluxe figure like a Doomsday yet, but I feel like that'd be a pretty cool place to start. Alright, Mafex out of the way. We did DC Collectibles. Okay. Oh, another thing, by the way. NECA Toys has revealed a very expansive line with their Ninja Turtles. They're kind of really ramping it up. So initially we just started off back in 09, 08, 09. We started with Eastman Laird Ninja Turtles. We just got the set of the 4, and then a San Diego Comic-Con or a New York Comic-Con exclusive of Blue Jumpsuit April. They had shown off that they were going to be releasing Shredder and Foot and not a Krang, but an Utram, however you say it. It's been a while. They've shown that they were going to release those. Obviously, Playmates stepped in. We're being a bunch of bitches. And we didn't see those for many, many years until last year, last New York Comic-Con. San Diego Comic-Con last year came and went. We got Arcade Color Shredder and Foot Clan, Arcade Turtles from the old Ninja Turtles arcade. And then we got, at New York Comic-Con, we got the Shredder, Eastman Laird, Shredder, and the Foot set, finally. Those were awesome figures, but we kind of figured that that was going to be it for the Ninja Turtles. Then they went and showed us that they were going to be doing quarter-scale movie figures. Thus far, upstairs I've got Leonardo, Donatello, Raphael. Mikey should be coming out soon. And at New York Comic-Con, they showed that they're going to be doing a Raphael in a trench coat. They've shown that they're going to be doing, next year, we're finally going to be getting movie Shredder, movie Foot Soldier. We're going to get an accessory pack with the babies and a big old pizza box. They're going to be doing a Foot Soldier, a weapon rack with a bunch of axes and swords and stuff. And if you didn't know, that is sign language for axes and swords. We're going to be getting, oh gosh, a replica Casey Jones mask. We're going to be getting a replica ooze canister. They've got a bunch of stuff down the pipeline, but the major thing that they showed that everybody went gaga over was Turtles in Time. They showed a Dimension X set. They showed General Trag, Granitor, Slash. There's one more figure to be named. They've also mentioned that they've got their San Diego Comic-Con exclusive for next year already planned out, and it's going to be even bigger than... Did I mention the Fred Wolf set that just came out at San Diego Comic-Con? Which, by the way, if you didn't get your set, you're missing out entirely because it's an awesome set. They did the Fred Wolf cartoon. They took the arcade figures from last year and they repainted them, did a little resculpting on them to make them the cartoon turtles. So we got the full turtle set. We got 2 foot soldiers, Shredder, Krang with his walker. And they're awesome. It's an awesome set. I really love it. It's upstairs right now. Just, I once a day I have to go just stare at that beautiful thing. But anyway, so yeah, they showed that they're going to be doing the Turtles in Time Granitor Dimension X set, and then next year they've got a big, giant, expansive set that's going to be even bigger than this year's set in the works. So I'm going to have to assume, because I didn't get a direct quote from Randy at NECA, but I got a kind of a wink, wink, nudge, nudge, that, you know, and of course it's going to be, I mean, come on. We kind of can all figure out that there is no way in hell that they're going to just let those sculpts go to waste and only give us arcade versions of Trag, Granitor, Slash, etc., etc., etc. Chances are really, 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 really good that we're going to see those guys in color, in cartoon colors. So I'm not saying to hold off on the arcade set, but I'm saying that if you don't want the arcade colors like me, I just want the cartoon colors. I want the Fred Wolf cartoon colors, because that was my Ninja Turtles growing up. I played the video games, but the cartoon was my first obsession. I would say that chances are very, very good that you will get those characters in the cartoon colors. Just throwing that out there. Now, this next bit... also, I should mention... Chances are very good that now that we're seeing Foot Soldiers and Shredder in the movie line, that we will see those scaled down to 7-inch scale. I wouldn't worry about it. There will be nothing shown at New York Comic Con. There is no Ninja Turtles New York Comic Con exclusive, as far as I'm aware. But it may not happen next year, but I would say definitely by 2019 we will see those movie figures scaled down to 7-inch scale. So, throwing that out there. But, okay, so this next bit, take this with the most super duper pooper scooper huge grain of salt. I did not get this directly from NECA, and until you get it directly from NECA, consider it just a rumor. And they did mention it, they did talk about it, but from licensors, I'm hearing, not just NECA, that chances are good, and it is being viewed as a possibility that Nickelodeon is trying to kind of release the stranglehold. They've kind of seen the response that NECA has gotten from their product. But Nickelodeon is releasing the stranglehold that Playmates has had on the toy license for so many years. And you'll never get a direct answer, by the way, on Twitter out of Randy again, about this, because he's the kind of a guy that likes to play with us a little bit on Twitter. He likes to tell us that things aren't happening, and then things do happen. He likes to kind of tease us a little bit, and he likes to keep things close to the vest. He likes to keep his secrets for surprise reasons, not because he's a dick or anything. He's a great guy. He just likes to surprise us, and he likes to be the best in show, which they tend to be. But the rumor is that there is going to be some sort of direct to market, kind of like a club for the Ninja Turtles line. Like a direct-to-consumer, kind of like their Alien Club line. Again, take this with the biggest grain of salt. This is not anything that's been confirmed by NECA, not anything that's been mentioned by NECA other than an interview with Pixel Dan, that they're viewing it. But I'm saying, to kind of piggyback off of that it's becoming more of a real possibility based on the responses that we've given NECA with their Ninja Turtle line. So, keep your fingers crossed for that. I know I personally am, because Playmates has really dropped the ball in the last couple of years on their the cartoon line, the Nickelodeon Ninja Turtles line. They've really cut corners here and there, which they never used to do. Their old Ninja Turtle line used to be amazing. They're really cutting corners, and it would be great if there was another alternative. Just throwing that out there. If anybody at Nickelodeon happens to see this and listens, that, hey, go through with it. Okay. I've also seen some people that are really upset with everything that Mezco has shown at San Diego Comic-Con with the 112 line. People thinking that, oh, there wasn't enough reveals, or why am I not getting this specific character, or this, that, the other. You guys, Mezco is in this for the long haul. If you think for 1 second that you will not get a Thor in the line, or whomever your favorite character is from the Marvel side, DC side, what have you, you're crazy. Absolutely. I'm not saying by any means, I'm not saying that these characters are coming down the pipeline, but I think chances are good that you will see your favorite character in the line. They've got these licenses locked down for a very long time. I mean, there are a lot of surprises, things that you have been told are not a possibility, such as Michael Myers. You've been told by NECA for many, many years that it's just not a possibility. It's Icod, or however you say his name, however you pronounce his name, Icod, aka the producer that owns the Halloween rights. That he isn't willing to play ball, and this, that, the other, in regards to the Halloween license. And here, Mezco comes along and they release an awesome-looking 112 Michael Myers figure. And if you think for 1 second that they've shown you everything that they're working on, or everything that's even been sculpted at San Diego Comic-Con, you're crazy. You're crazy. I mean, they haven't even shown us yet the fall exclusives. They've got 112 fall exclusives, not just summer exclusives. It's not going to be the Deadpool and the Miles Morales Spider-Man. They've got other exclusives coming. They're considering them the fall exclusives. They've got some 112 exclusives coming. So, they haven't even shown us those yet. I know for a fact that they haven't shown us everything in the 112 line that they've kind of held back for New York Comic Con. So there's still stuff in the pipeline. There's stuff that they're working on. Just don't freak out that they haven't gotten to your favorite character yet. They're in this for the long haul. They've got things they're working on that we just don't even... Again, they blow minds. They're like, to me, they're like NECA. They just steal the show every con. So, calm down. Super 7 has announced that they're going to be doing Toxic Crusaders figures. I have not heard one way or another what these are going to be. However, I'm hoping that Super 7 sees this. Update the line. Don't release the old style reaction figures. Don't release duplicates of the old Playmates line. Do updated figures similar to your Masters of the Universe Classics line. Updated articulation, updated sculpts. Give us a brand new line. Please, I beg of you. People comment in the section below, back me up here. Okay? Toxic Crusaders was one of my favorite lines. We're getting an updated Bucky O'Hare line, which I am all in for. They just recently showed off the Deadeye Duck. They're going to be doing a Toad Trooper, and then stealth version of Bucky, and then an Astral Projection Jenny. I'm all in on that line. I would be all in on an updated Toxic Crusaders line. Please, please back me up, people, in the comments. And finally, let's see here. Yeah, I covered everything. Finally, if you haven't heard, Series 6 through 10, I want to say, of the Diamond Select Ghostbusters line. 6 through 10, I believe, is what they said. Will be Ghostbusters 2 to build a firehouse diorama. So we know that we're getting Slime Blower Winston and Vigo and Yanash and just a whole bunch of other characters. Series 11 and 12, don't quote me, I think that's what they said, will be real Ghostbusters, if you haven't heard. So 7-inch scale, super articulated. Don't know how they're going to do it, so hopefully they don't put them on the same bodies as, like, you know, the movie line. Hopefully they'll be updated sculpts. But we're going to be getting real Ghostbusters action figures, finally. I love seeing my old toys updated. Just like Ninja Turtles, Bucky O'Hare, hopefully Toxic Crusaders. Fingers crossed. But, yeah, we're going to be getting the real Ghostbusters. We know 4 already, obviously, the main guys. We know that they're going to be doing 2 ghosts. I'm going to have to assume one of them is Samhain, and I think the other's probably going to be Slimer. But they said that if sales are good enough on those, we will be seeing more. So, fingers crossed on that. We also know that we're not going to be getting Scoleri brothers in the Ghostbusters 2 line. Don't know why. Apparently there's some sort of licensing issue. Whatever. I don't know. But, alright you guys, so that wraps it up on the action figure musings. Hopefully you like this. I know there's not a lot. Like I said, we're kind of in a weird transitionary period. Hopefully there's some news in here that you guys find interesting. But we're in the weird transition between San Diego and New York and Toy Fair and all that stuff. So, not a huge big deal of news. But some pretty interesting stuff that I picked up on. Oh, one thing I forgot. I heard somebody, I don't know who, but I've heard that somebody has picked up the license to do The Tick. Based on the new Amazon TV show. So we should be getting action figures of those sometime next year. I think that's pretty damn cool. But, alright guys, so hopefully there's some information in here that you guys find enjoyable. As always, like the comments, or comment down in the section below, like this video, spread it, whatever. I don't know why I said like the comments. You can do that as well. Also, I've got some news coming up in regards to the channel later on this week. Something that will be a little bit more regular. I'll be posting a little bit more regularly with this. So stay tuned for that. You guys have a wonderful day. Again, good to be seeing all of you, or to be seen by all. We'll talk to you later. Guys, have a good one. Peace.